Molly Benoit-Leach here to talk more about breathing. Our breath is our lifeline. I can't stress that enough. As a yoga teacher and as a psychotherapist, noticing the breath tells us a lot about how we're doing in every moment, and it can really help us to come back into this present moment. When we're feeling anxious, when we're feeling stressed, our breath changes. It often gets faster, and so does our heartbeat. If we can slow down our breathing, we can help to tell our body that it's safe to slow down, that the threat isn't as big as it might seem. And if nothing more, we can come back to presence and maybe feel a little bit of relief. So one of the biggest tools that I like to teach when I'm doing trauma-informed yoga is to lengthen the exhale. So if you've heard me teach, you've probably heard me say this. If you lengthen the exhale, the heart rate decreases, and by doing this repeatedly, you can actually decrease your heart rate, which can decrease your perception of stress. That can help your mind if you're having a lot of racing thoughts or worrisome thoughts. You can start with the breath, and the rest of the body and the mind can take a cue from that. So when I say lengthen the exhale, I mean when you're inhaling, just naturally inhaling, count how long that inhale is. Maybe it's a second, maybe it's 5 seconds. Doesn't matter, just count. So I'll do the example. Okay, I just inhaled and I counted in my head because I can't inhale and talk at the same time. And it was 4. It was a count of 4. I went 1, 2, 3, 4 as I inhaled. So as I exhale now, I'm gonna force the exhale to be at least for a count of 5. So inhale and then exhale. So that was even maybe about 6 by accident. So by doing that, by making that exhale longer, your inhale is natural, but then by doing that and making your exhale longer, you're actually letting your heart rate decrease. So you might not notice it, but by doing it maybe for a total of 5 to 10 breaths, you might really start to notice a difference. So try that out. Try out counting your inhale naturally, and then letting your exhale intentionally be at least 1 to 3 counts longer than your inhale. And see if you notice a difference in your body or your level of tension or your stressful thoughts or whatever it is that is going on for you today. I just want to mention as well that this doesn't have to be, and in fact, it's probably a good idea if this is practiced when you're not so stressed. So what I mean is giving yourself small kind of doses of these long exhales throughout the day can help to keep your heart rate down, to help to keep you less stressed, so that you're not reaching these peaks of stress or anxiety and then forgetting to breathe, forgetting these videos, forgetting these resources. The best thing is to practice these things when you're calm already, and then use them in times of stress, or use them to prevent times of escalating stress and anxiety. I hope that makes sense. Thanks so much for joining me.